Hey, this is Elizabeth Dindo, and I am doing the back side of Layer 1 lesson plan, the red words. All right. All right, Jody, I'm so glad you're back. Today we're going to be working on some red words, and so we are going to be doing our arm tapping that we've done before. So I'm going to start with some words, and we are going to read the word, and then we're going to arm tap our word and do it one time each, okay?
Okay.
All right.
D-T-H-E-D.
Great job. There we go.
Four, F-O-R, four.
Awesome.
And, A-N-D, and.
Great job. All right, so for these next ones, we are going to do a spelling review where I'm not actually going to show you the word. We're still going to arm tap, but you're going to spell from memory for me. Okay? All right. Was.
W-A-S, was.
Great job. He.
He, he.
Awesome. Of.
O-F, of.
Great job. All right. So now we have a new red word, and the word is she. So the word is like, she played in the rain today. So I want you to think about a word, or think about a sentence you could use the word she in.
She does not like chocolate milk.
Okay, awesome. All right, so now we are going to use our whiteboard, and we are going to sound out our word. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sound out our word into syllables, okay? So we're going to do dots. So let's say
The first sound you hear is shh.
Okay, so we got one dot for that.
And the second sound you hear is E.
Okay, so we got another dot for that. So what sound do we put above this dot?
S-H.
Okay. Now this next one we know is that long E that we haven't quite learned yet, so we're going to put that up here. But what letter do we put here for that second sound?
E.
All right, great job. Okay, so now let's say it slowly. Let's blend it together.
She. She.
Great job. Okay, now we're going to do our red screen. So grab your red screen and your red crayon and your paper, and we are going to write the word she on your paper on the dotted lines, okay? So write she.
S-H-E. She.
Wonderful. Now let's trace the word 2 times with your crayon.
S-H-E. She. S-H-E. She.
Wonderful, okay? So now we're going to put our crayon down, and we're going to do our arm tapping with she, okay? So let's get ready to arm tap.
She. S-H-E. She.
Great, let's do it again.
She. S-H-E. She.
Okay, one more time.
She. S-H-E. She.
Great. Okay, so now we're going to take our finger and we're going to trace our she on our paper, okay? Saying it as we trace our letters.
S-H-E. She.
Great job. Do it three. Let's do it 3 times.
S-H-E, she. S-H-E, she.
Okay. And now we're going to skywrite, where we're going to write as if we were in the air, okay? So let's write she in the air 3 times while we hold our paper out.
S-H-E, she. S-H-E, she. S-H-E, she.
Awesome job. Okay, so now we're going to put our screen away, and we are going to grab our crayon again, and we're going to write the word she 3 times in the 3 spots on the bottom of your paper.
S-H-E, she. S-H-E, she. S-H-E, she.
All right, wonderful job. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to use some sentences, and we are going to, actually no, we're going to go back because we are going to do one more thing. Flip your paper over, and do you remember what your red word is?
She.
Okay, so let's write it on the back of your paper.
S-H-E, she.
Wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to use some sentences, and we're going to pound first, and then we're going to write, okay? And our sentences have our red word. What's our red word?
She.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll say the sentence for you twice so we can remember it. She can fan the pup.
She. Oh, sorry.
You're okay. I'm going to do it one more time just so we got it. I'm glad you got it. She can fan the pup.
She can fan the pup.
Great job. Now write it on your paper. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll read this next sentence to you twice again so we can remember it. Did she sit on the sod? Did she sit on the sod?
All right. Did she sit on the sod?
Okay, now let's write it. And do you know what sod is?
Grass.
Good job. Okay, just making sure. All right, so this is the clean copy of your sentences that you just wrote. Let's read them out loud for me.
She can fan the pup. Did she sit on the sod?
Great job. All right, so the last thing we're going to do today is we are going to work on some oral reading. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at this paper before we read anything. By looking at the pictures and the title of our story, what do you think our story is going to be about?
Probably about having fun, maybe about gum or blowing bubbles and animals.
Awesome. Okay, so let's find out if that's what it's about. Can you go ahead and start reading for me and trace your finger under your words as you go?
Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Sam is a gal. Sam has gum. Gum is fun for Sam. Fun on the sod. Fun on a jog. Fun in the sun. Fun on a log. Fun, fun, fun. Sam has fun gum.
All right, let me stop you there. So do you think that it's about what we thought so far?
I do.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to stop there for today, and we're going to pick back up on this tomorrow, but you did a great job.
Thank you.